20 years ago. And 20 years ago, they were putting all of these concertos and Mozart and Beethoven and all these things into a computer. And then they asked the computer, make us a concerto, make us a symphony, and then printed one out. And then they took one that was made by a human, and they took the names off of them, and they Pepsi blind taste tested it with a bunch of classical music snobs. And guess what happened? These people that said, I would never want to listen to music ever created by a robot or AI. And I would know that it's a robot and AI. To a person, none of them knew. None of them knew. They all thought, oh my God, what a beautiful this thing. It's got so much soul, so much life, so much color. This clearly must be the human made. No, it was a robot. And that was 20 years ago. And technology is exponential. It doesn't move in the way that we move as humans. It moves way faster than we move. And I know a lot of you guys know this, and I know a lot of you guys have already been thinking about these things. But listen, Elon and 7 of the 10 top minds in AI, they're not just worried that it's going to disrupt all of our industries, which it will. They're even worried that it's straight Skynet stuff and all of that. And I'm not even going to go to that darkness. Let's not go to there yet, okay? But this is what I think is about to happen. And I could be wrong, and by the way, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that all of these things that I'm concerned about, all these things that I want and need all of us to be concerned about, we're going to be concerned about, not fearful. By the way, I don't believe that we are to live in a spirit of fear, but let us not lose the urgency that we need to be operating in, because it is happening very quickly, and it's going to happen way faster than we even want to give it credit for, because that's technology. But here's the thing, in 3 years, a lot of you know this, in 3 years, all of our contracts, my SAG contract with the studios, WGA, DGA, all of these, IATSE, by the way, is maybe going to strike in July, maybe not. I hope not, because we've already been gutted for the last 4 years with pandemic and strikes and everything. But all these contracts are up in 3 years. Why are they up in 3 years? Why are they so quick? What's happening? It's because they all know that AI is going to be so great in 3 years, and really, really great in 5 years. So great that it will be what we make as humans and what a robot will make through this whole thing. Like the bill was saying, please no, please no. But they'll just go, I want this movie prompt. And it will be amazing, guys. It will be amazing. Please don't think it won't. Please don't think for a second in our hubris, because we like to think, I'll know the difference, and also, I won't want to go and support that. But here's the thing, you will, because just like fast food, human-made movie is going to cost $20. How much does a movie cost right now? We all make human-made movies at $20, right? Something like that. An AI movie will be $2. It'll be $2, it'll be indiscernible, if not better than, there'll be things like imperfections. By the way, there'll be imperfections they're gonna start coding back into it, because it'll be so perfect. They'll be like, I need a little lens flare here. I need a little like a rack focus buzz. I need something, because it's too good. But it'll be $2. And everyone, by the way, what is our economy doing right now? How much more money do you have, or less money do you have right now? You have less money. We all have less money, because the people at the top are taking all the fucking money. And so we'll have less money, and they're gonna go, hey, you can have this human-made movie for $20, or you can have this one right here, it's shiny, brand new, amazing, $2. And you're like, I wanna support humans. I'm a human, and I wanna support humans, but my pocketbook is telling me a slightly different story, and gosh darn it, guys, I love you. I really want, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, humans. But I'm gonna go screw around with this AI thing right here. And if right now you're thinking, not me, okay, what happens when that AI movie, or by the way, or video game or TV series or whatever it is, what happens when all of a sudden, not only is it $2, but they look at you and they say, hey, you want to scan your voice and your face? You get to be Shazam. Or better yet, your kids do. And for $2, you get to watch this whole incredible movie that we did, and now you get to be the star of it. Or your kids get to be the star of it. Are you telling me, anyone in the audience right now, are you telling me that somehow, by the way, maybe you, take it, fine, you can be the exception. I will absolutely never do that. You're telling me, extrapolate that out and ask yourself, do you think the masses of the world are not going to go after this thing that they will provide to us very quickly? And in me, when I ask myself the nature of the leaders of our industry, are they more interested in righting this ship, or are they more interested in phasing out all of humans because we're a pain in the ass that costs them a lot of money? I personally think that's where they're going. And not because, by the way, and I'm not even trying to paint this picture of these are all evil people. They're all people that are stuck in the same broken fucking system, guys. They're all doing business as usual. And we all do this. They go, well, why are you laying people off? Well, you guys get it. It's capitalism. It's margins and bottom lines and shareholders. We want to do right, but we can't because greed. And we all just capitulate. We all just go, okay. And all of our politicians don't hold them accountable because they're all on the take because of lobbyists. So, what do you think is going to happen? Extrapolate it out in 5 years' time. And I think in 5 years' time, if we haven't already created the new United Artists Studio, that is the beachhead, that is the place where we stand and we say, no further. AI will destroy and take over the rest of our industry, but here we make our stand, and here we make certified, organic, human-made content. This is the Erewhon of entertainment. That's what it is. Because I don't see another way. And also, I think everyone will get it, but I don't want to wait 5 years to do it. I don't want to be doing this retroactively. I don't want to end up where all of the big dogs have all sold out because that's what they're doing. Because guess what? CEOs make a lot of money and their kids go to these special schools and they go, and gosh, oh, Aspen's so fun in the summer and also in the winter. I love to use the math, but you understand what I'm saying. This isn't because any one of them is some evil person. It's because all of us are in a system. Guys, we're all talking about trying to work within this existing system, and let me tell you, I think the next year, I would love for all of these conversations to not be about how do we operate in this broken fucking system, but we have now created the new system, and that new system is one that values human life, and in doing so, values all the content that we are going to make together. Amen? That's what I think we need to do. So, yeah.
What do you want to leave us with? So I feel like I want to go home and cry right now, but I want.
Good.
Good.
We all need to have a good fucking cry about this. I'm not kidding. If you haven't really sat with this and felt it and recognized, and by the way, and not even just our industry, guys, the entirety of the world. Let's not forget this. AI is we're like the canary in the coal mine because everything we do, essentially, other than live performance, which eventually, if ABBA has taught us anything, and they taught us many things, holograms are going to come for us. I didn't see the show, but I'm sure it's incredible. ABBA scanned themselves, and you can go watch all of their classic hits, and it looks amazing. And they're not doing anything to want to replace anybody. They're just replacing themselves, and they can live on forever. But what's to say that even with live action, that's not going to ultimately get replaced with new technologies? But for now, live, let's put that over on the side. But everything that we make all goes through a computer. Every bit of it. Every sound, every audio, every video, everything. You make a movie, you make music, TV, video game, I don't care what you make, you put it through a computer, and if it goes through a computer, it can be made by the computer entirely. So we are the canary in the coal mine. Our industry will slowly get humans phased out, computers phased in, and simultaneously we're going to watch every other industry in the world, and it's going to happen to everyone. So, again, we're going to come back to some more hopeful stuff, but I encourage you, I implore all of us, do not just think of us, and do not just think of this industry when you are thinking about what's happening in the next 5 to 10 years. Recognize that every restaurant you go to will be more and more tempted because of things like, well, we can't pay minimum wage because minimum wage keeps going up. And so what we're going to do, we're going to start automating our servers. We're going to start, right? These things are going to happen. And we have to collectively, as humans, we have to decide, are we going to fight for humanity or are we not? And to fight for humanity means to foster that humanity, to go and support humans in whatever those jobs are. And I know it's going to be very difficult because, again, price points and all of these things, but I think we need to keep it in mind. So what do we do? I mean, again, that's why I kind of started it with, I think there is a solution, and I obviously I'm biased, but it's a studio like the one I'm trying to build or something like that. And I would encourage anybody who, listen, if you've got ideas or the means to help me go and create this thing, I would be more than happy to talk to you. My business associate, Sherry, is around here somewhere. She's happy to talk to you as well. But whether it's me or somebody else, guys, listen, man, I wish he would have looked at Soros and instead of saying, well, that's it, I wish he would have said, no, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to take $800 million more and I'm going to double down and I'm going to continue to invest it in human-made content. But listen, I'm not blaming him, I get it. He's a businessman, he's done what he's done. But it's going to require individuals with lots of wealth and lots of altruism saying, okay, enough is enough. And by the way, what are you holding on to your money for anyway? In 10 years, it's going to transmute into, I don't know what. I don't know what central digital banking is going to look like. We're all going to eat bugs and be happy, right, guys? Some people get that.
But you're so right by putting the creative heads into a space together, because I think we're all becoming like just by ourselves now in a Zoom box.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we're kind of defeated. So what I'm hearing your message too is like come together physically and be in a space.
We need it. We need our own physical studio to shoot in. Unless do we all just want to do digital production? And no, right? The more we do that, which is not to say the volumetric stages and all that stuff aren't important. They are important, and we will use those as tools. AI is an important tool as long as it remains a tool in a human's toolbox. As soon as the toolbox starts replacing the humans, we have a problem. And it's not to say that it won't replace some people, guys. Every bit of technology and all that stuff, we get it. Sometimes there are jobs that are lost. Right now, there's incredible AI. It's been out for a while. It's going to get even better. That literally translates all of our words in our voice and jumps over our lips to make it look like we're speaking that language. By the way, so anyone who's working in ADR, anyone's working in any of those things, it's going to be a whole new world, and it should be. Because honestly, like for any of us to be able to have no language barriers at all anymore, to have this little, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy little thing in your ear where you can like talk to anybody and you can translate into it, that's incredible. We should lean into that. But that's going to mean there's some translators that lose their jobs, right? These are things that happen. We can't be afraid of that, but we then need to see that human translator and go, hey, we see you, we love you, you have other skills. Let's find you a place at the table where you can have another job. Not just, fuck you, too bad, that's industry. That's how we gotta do it. So I think it's gonna require a physical space, a true physical space. I don't wanna be reliant and beholden to anything in the traditional system anymore. We can't do that. By the way, all of them are gonna start probably selling off a lot of their studios. They're going to be like, hey guys, listen, we got this AI and that AI and this is the thing. We don't really need that department anymore and that. And we're all going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. And they're like, yeah, but again, margins, shareholders. And who's going to stand up? I don't know. And one more thing. If it's not bleak enough, because again, these are all conversations I have with a lot of people, and I hear a lot of these counterpoints, and I try to take them in, but I don't know how this extrapolates. I'm not, as an actor, I'm not even just competing against what will be now fake actors that will be incredible. And that, by the way, will slowly be, bred into the ethos, and people will be like, that's a fake person, but oh, they're actually kind of funny and good looking and whatever. Instagram, right now, there are social media influencers on Instagram right now that are not real people and have hundreds of thousands of followers. And what does that mean? That means some of the people who follow them know they're fake, and most of them know they are not real. They're not real, and they follow them anyway. So let's not think that somehow fake actors are not going to also have followers, and they will. But not only do I have to compete against fake actors, I'm going to have to compete against dead ones. Because every single estate of every famous actor and singer and everyone that's ever lived, they're all being addressed right now. By the way, I have a friend of mine who's an agent of dead actors. And I love him, and I appreciate that he's got a job, but I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Because they're going to go to all these estates, and imagine, if you will, the estate of Cary Grant. What are they all doing right now? They might have incredible jobs. They might have a lot of money. They might not. They might be floating on old Cary's, laurels for a long time, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone's like, we'll give you $1 million if we can use Cary Grant. And everyone in that family's like, fucking give me that money. I need that money. $1 million, I can go for really far. These are the things that we're going to be competing against. These are the things we're competing against even right now. And so the hope, I think the solution is, again, whether it's Wildwood, what I'm trying to build, or whatever else, guys, I encourage anyone and everyone out here, go build something that's going to help us survive the flood, because the clock is ticking and the world is burning and the flood is coming. And I'm not trying to be doomsday. I'm trying to, in some way, be like, hey guys, there's a solution. We need to build some fucking arcs. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we got to do. And when we do it, not only are we going to solve for the problem of AI, but guys, we get to build an industry in the way that we know that we need to build it, the way it's always meant to be built, that actually cares about human beings, that actually cares about your grips and electricians and wardrobe and hair and makeup and fucking craft service and everybody else, because they're all humans and they all deserve to be loved and cared for. But no, we treat everybody like a fucking number. We treat everybody like they're expendable and disposable, because that's the system. And we can change it. We just need to do it. When I walked in, somebody, I can't remember who was on this stage, but they were saying, there's a lot of talkers and not a lot of doers. Guys, getting the 1 minute wrap up. You, sir. Amen. And particularly in our industry is part of why it's so bloated and fucked up. All this middle management, fat, and all this, it's just people literally pushing a conversation around their desk for years. We wonder, why didn't that movie get made for something? Well, because this person didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And then they were like looking to their boss, do you think? I don't know. But you don't know, I can swing it, and then they're going to put it down here, and then this, oh, I should do it. You know, like, all of that needs to go. We need people that are actually going to Nike swoosh, just do it. We need to do it. We need to stop talking about it, and we need to do it. Okay, that's all I got. 30 seconds, I'm done.
Also,